Okay, let's see if I can get these back out and we can do this again live. My candle is totally crackling. Sorry, everyone. I took that video down because instantly I got dinged on my, I don't know, on YouTube. So I don't want to upset them. I'm always in good standings with them. So I'm like, fine, I'll just redo it. And now I get to do it live. Hi, everyone. Hi, Gina. Just looking. I'm trying to pull the same cards I had. The only one I can't find is the Death card, which is one of my favorite cards because it's all about rebirth. But I'll just let you know about that then. I can't see it here, and it gives everyone some time to come on. Anyhow, okay, guys, I had a message here, and it's a real strong one. I got it this morning. The reason I had to take that video off, is because I was playing a little 10-second clip. I know because YouTube told me exactly how long. Grapes from my mouth. Sorry, exactly how long. 1 second. Sorry, I made my own grape juice, and after my video, I started drinking it, and obviously, it's messy. Oh gosh, someone's texting me. I don't want to talk to them. Listen to your instincts, everyone. So anyhow, point being, I had a dream last night. I don't know where I was, telling you guys probably why I was I'm not pulling cards for anyone, so don't ask why I was getting dinged from YouTube. And it's because I played a clip of that Sam Roberts song, Dancing with a Stranger. So this is the thing. I woke up, first of all, this weekend. Some of you just watched the video. I think only 100 people were able to watch it. Let me just turn off this person. So I woke up to that Dancing with a Stranger song. And the part that kept on playing is, look what you made me do, look what you made me do. So I'm like, okay, like, I don't even like that song. Well, I never did until now. When I listen to the lyrics and stuff, it's pretty nice. But normally, you know, if I ever heard the song, I click to the next or whatever. It just wasn't my song. And then when I heard it, I knew there was like some sort of a message, but I didn't understand it at the time. So I went about my day today. I took the day off of work, you know, like readings and all of that stuff. I went to the market to get grapes, to make grape juice. And when I was coming home in my Uber, I heard the song. And then all the messages came to me. And I know exactly what it was about. And please do like if you feel like it. And if not, I don't care. But the messages came to me. And what the message had to do with is about, it's not cheating because you're not with your masculine. We got to kind of keep it real, right? But there's been behavior this weekend specifically. And I know it's this weekend specifically because I also had 2 friends contact me about situations going on. And they're not, from what I can see, they're not in a divine relationship, but it doesn't matter. It's still a collective energy, right? And both of the people they were with, for some reason, instantly, first of all, blocked them right away, and instantly were out with another person. They both saw it on social media. And I'm like, wow, what's going on here? But then when the messages came to me, what the message was is that for some, the divine masculine, and even once I listened to the song, what a beautiful song, there's a female in that song, and she's kind of singing the exact same lyrics. People went out and did stuff this weekend. They went out and had sexual activity with the person. This is what's happened for some. It's definitely not everyone, but that is a strong message that I got. And this is the other message I got, is that it's not the worst thing in the world. And the reason being is the person that went out and did this, dancing with a stranger, right? Like they came to these realizations, like this doesn't feel right. This isn't what I want. Thinking of you. If you listen to the lyrics in the song, like they're thinking of you. That is why they went out and did this, to get you off of their mind. And really, it didn't work. It backfired on them. So that's the message I picked up today. I also pulled out my book where I wrote down my dreams. And it was making a lot more sense now when I was talking to that dead Southern lady a few months back, and she gave me the message. Now, I never can remember the word she said. I always have to look it up, and I finally opened it up on the right page quickly. I can never remember the word she said, this sentence, and it's just because it's not something I would say, and it's not how I would talk. So even like, I can never, to this day, remember them. So this is what she said, and it's a date unknown, maybe January or December, because then I'm like, I should start writing the dates down. Y'all got to get over trying to get away from each other. So this is kind of the vibe here, where this person, hi Empress, where this person was trying to get away from each other. Like, this person's trying to get away from you. They're trying to cloud up their mind with other silly things. But the best part about it is that it only makes them think of you more. So it only is going to push them. And this is for the group, I feel, the group of people where you're not really with your masculine or feminine and they're not contacting you. And you're probably like, why? And it's because they're scared. For some of you, it's because they don't think you're going to take them back. So they think I just can't stand even thinking that. But that's the issue that's going on, where they're like, oh, she's not going to take me back anyways, or he's not going to take me back anyways. So why bother? I hate that way of thinking because I'm like a go-getter. So if I want something, I go for it and I'll take a chance, right? But some of them, they're too scared to do that. So this morning, after I got the first message, I had pulled some cards and I was going to come on here and I was just like, I just didn't have the energy to do any of that, but I'm going to discuss them now. We got 3 cards. Interestingly enough, they're all from that same energy. In this deck, which I don't even know what it's called, I think it's a John Holland deck. There's about 5 categories, 5 different colors, like green, red, blue, black, purple, maybe. And we got 3 cards from the same dark black energy. But what it kind of, I didn't even say this on the original video, but what it made me think of was like a black hole. And like, it's a time to like throw that shit away, like throw it into the black hole, like the actual black hole. I don't know what, I think it's called the black hole, right? So throw that just to release. And, you know, we have the Libra moon coming up and you know, I forgot the name of my rock because I have purple here. It's not, I was saying atheist, it's amethyst. So silly. Anyhow, just put it all out there. I'm burning this candle for all of us. Just release, right? Release that energy and start to rebalance things because this is the Libra moon. I was listening to Luna Lara. Is the psychic theologian? Thank you. I was listening to Luna Lara. She's an astrologer, and I like her. I don't care what anyone else says. I like her videos. I like some of her guests. It doesn't matter. Like, if I like the video, I listen. If I don't, I don't listen, right? But she talks about things like the full moon coming up, and I like listening about those things always. I like to learn about the next full moons or the next new moons. So the full moon coming up is Libra. So she was explaining, and she will explain better than I can, that there's 2 full moons coming up in this, I guess, 28 or 30-day cycle. Like, you know, I guess there's like 1 moon now, and then there'll be 1, because think about it. The next cycle starts, I believe, on the 21st, and I don't know how this all goes. And let me not explain that because I'll just get myself confused. Anyhow, we have 2 moons. And what she was saying is it's kind of a way for us to have that extra time in the Libra season to balance the scales. Now, for those of you that don't understand how this is Libra moon, you have to look that up. I understand it, but it's hard for me to explain it to you, especially right now. And that's not what everyone's here for. But we have 2 full moons in this period of Libra moon to work on things, which is not the way it normally is. It's usually 1 moon a cycle, but I believe we always at one point have 2 moons. This time it's in Libra. And this is a time to restore balance. It's giving us extra time to see what we did wrong and how we have to fix things or what we have to release to balance the scales, okay? And now we have this power card, which is the strength card. But what I noticed, first of all, is the number 8, the yin and the yang, this dark energy, which is just about releasing. It's not about anything negative. It's about releasing for me into this black hole. I don't know why I'm hearing Black Hole Sun. We all know that song somewhat. But more importantly, I feel like this has to do, and I was picking up masculine, but this can go both ways. Whoever has that masculine energy, this can be extra important for you, but I do feel that it goes both ways. And it's time to balance out our like animal side and our human side in a sense, and not be so animalistic, not be so, I almost want to say careless in a sense. Like animals, especially a lion, they don't really, I don't think they have feelings like that, maybe towards their cubs and their family, but you know, when they want something, they go for it. But it's a time to get a little more wise and to actually, and earlier I had said, use your mind. And yes, use your mind, but also use your heart, but balance the whole thing out. So you're just going forward balanced and using your power in the right way. But for the masculines, for some of them, they're actually working on balancing themselves because they're going through a rebirth. The card that clarified this, I don't have it out, I couldn't find it, was the Death card. And that's telling me that they literally have to release in order to grow, in order to get that strength from. I don't know what the heck they're going to have to release to pick up the phone, but some of them have to release in order to even get the courage to pick up the phone. Like, what's the worst that can happen to them, you know? I don't know why some of them are so sensitive is the word, and so afraid of being turned down. But I guess it's because a lot of them have done a few things to the feminines that they're ashamed of, you know, especially if they did cheat on you, or they did just ditch you. You know, they're probably like, why would she ever? They almost look at you as having more self-worth than some of you have yourself when you really think about it. Because it's true, when someone does something like that, you should be like, goodbye. But not here, not now. This is a different situation. This is soul flame journeys, twin flame journeys, soulmate journeys. This is where you work on forgiveness because you've come through the dark night of the soul. So you understand and you have compassion. And on a side note, I just want to make it clear because I know my karmic readings can be really dark. I am not ever saying that I think your divine masculine would try to kill you and is your divine masculine. Whatever the karmic may be doing is whatever the karmic may be doing. But if you're a masculine, had any part in any of like trying to really seriously hurt you, I'm not telling you to stay. I'm not telling you to wait for them. And I'm not telling you they're even your divine masculine, because I got an email that was super annoying. And no, that's not the story I said. So please don't try to make it fit for you. Just a side note. Sorry about that. I had to get that out. So this person has to get their power back. And now we have this feminine energy here with the Destiny card and the Star card. What this tells me is that literally your destiny, what you want is right there. But this is not just for the feminine. This is a combined energy in both of the senses, okay? And what I was explaining, I don't know how to explain it, but I feel it's like a dial pad. And your destiny, whatever it is that you want is right there. And you just have to turn the notch to the right. I just feel like it's even like that kind of like jing type of an energy. And then it like clicks over, but oh no, you're not in alignment yet. You click over again, not yet. And then all of a sudden you're in alignment. And what you wanted just literally, it's like it just swooshes right in. Your dreams, your wishes, everything that you've planted the seeds for, the seed is right here. It's right here. It's growing. That's the patience card there. But whatever you've been investing in or wanting or dreaming about, you just have to get in the alignment with it. And you know what? It's okay. You have time. You have time to balance things out. It's no rush. You know, I love this because it's like the honest to God truth of what you want is right here for you. And you've been nurturing yourself and you've been nurturing outside too. You've just been putting that good vibe around. And when you put this energy out, it spreads and goes where it needs to go to heal what it needs to heal. It's not just you that needs healing. Remember, your mom, your dad, whoever else, your friends, people around you, you can touch their lives. Just be more positive. And, you know, other people say like, oh, you're being delusional or whatever. I don't believe that's delusional. I know people that are so positive and they have so much good, and no, their life isn't perfect. It may look perfect on the outside. It's not perfect, but they don't handle situations like we do. Like, well, I'm not going to say we because I'm trying to not be like that. But for example, they don't sit there and talk bad about people. They might for like maybe 5-10 seconds, and then they move on to more important conversation. So keep that in mind because there really is something to you sticking to what you want and focusing on what you want and not focusing on negative crap. There really is something about that. So here we go. the last card. This card was actually on the bottom, and it's patience, and it was clarified by the King of Wands and the Six of Pentacles that came out. So the first message, actually, now when I see it, I remember the first message I had was actually the masculines trying to figure out how to reach out to you. Okay, because I remember I thought the pole was a phone for a second. But the message I got is also that the masculine wants to do this at the right time. And we do hear that, right? But it's kind of true, I guess, because it keeps on coming out everywhere. So I guess they really do want to figure out when it's right for them. And whatever, you know, I don't know. I'm not going to make an opinion on that. It's like, okay. So they want to figure out when it's right for them to reach out. And the other energy I picked up is that it's not just you that they have to make amends with. There's other people around them because they've been going through a dark night of the soul with this energy, like fighting themselves, fighting their truth. And this is, I just remembered a message I got. I got to say it. Last night, I got this message that some people over the weekend, and I didn't even wake up to the song yet. Some people over the weekend will have gotten crank calls. So I don't know. That just actually came to me at work last night, where I got that message. I do work once a night at a club, or once a week at a club. And I don't even remember exactly where I was when I got it, but there will be people that get crank calls. Don't call them back. Don't call them back. It's, you know, if the number shows, or, you know, sometimes the number shows, because I even remember I was thinking they're going to be using someone else's phone. So when you call it back, the person's going to be like, I don't know you. Like, I don't know any. Don't call it back. Just know that. That's kind of empowering in a sense. There you go. Now, let me get back to the dark night of the soul energy I was picking up. That some of them have been going through the dark night of the soul, or they are going through it right now. And also for a lot of the feminines, I feel like we've already gone through the dark night of the soul. As far as I know, I don't know if there's 2 or 3 dark nights of the soul. I think there's other ones that are never as hard as the dark night, because I've gone through it and I've never gone through anything else like that. That was years ago. So I hope there's not 2 or 3 of them. But the point is, we had, like, someone had to go through it. Someone in the union had to go through it, because that's the person that can be more compassionate now. Let me just turn down that. That's the person that now can be more compassionate, more understanding, and, you know, kind of look to the other person just with that sensitivity, in a sense, like, I see where you're at. I see what you're going through. Just go through it, do your thing, and not be judgmental about it. But even we still have to work on our judgmental, you know, I don't want to be judgmental, and I'm really working on that as well. And I'm not judgmental, but I just don't even want to entertain any petty behavior. So another thing I learned over the weekend is about following your instincts. I actually ended up leaving work early, not my night shift, my market early, because I felt like it was getting dangerous, which is really weird. It's nothing I've ever felt. And when I look back at it, I realized my body was telling me not to go in the first place, because I never have anxiety. And when I got there, and I make CBD products, skincare, but I also make CBD lollipops, because people with illnesses, and I mean, it's actually not the best thing to do because of the sugar, right? But they've asked me to. So when I got to this location, new location, very weird location, I wasn't comfortable there. I just had so much anxiety, and I had a lollipop and I calmed down. But when I look back at it, I was like, you were already being told not to go there. So that's one instinctual incident. And then I had met someone there who I have no interest, nothing like that, no interest in, but he was talking business. So I was like, okay, well, maybe like we can do business together, but I don't want to work with people I don't know, to be honest with you, that I don't know, that I'm not I don't know. There was something off, right? And I realized afterwards, when I got home, he messaged me right away, and he's like talking, and I'm like, listen, like, he's like, I can meet you tonight. And I'm like, excuse me, you can meet me during the weekday. And I'm like, what exactly are we meeting for? I'm like, because if you don't want to meet me for my product, there's nothing to meet me about. And then he didn't respond after that. First sign, and now he's called me twice here. So second sign, block. I block very easily now. And, you know, a lot of people that send me messages or emails, you know, I blocked you. You can message me You can't even message me to book a reading because I'll just refund your money. I'm getting a little more pickier with that because of the fact that there's just people that there is, because I'm doing the karmic readings, I'm getting karmics, and I'm not even joking. And when I point their energy out to them, they're always on defense. And that's one thing as a human being. When someone says something to you, you shouldn't go on defense right away. Like either you don't care or you think about it for a second, because we're intelligent and we can be like, oh, is there any truth to that? But I'm going to give you an example. This happened a couple of weeks ago. I had one lady email me, and I don't know if she forgot that she emailed me from one of her accounts, and then she had her other fake account or like whatever. And I'm like, with like, totally different picture. I'm like, why? And she actually added her, I don't know, it was really weird. So there's 3 people in our chat, and I'm like, either she's emailing me with both of her accounts, like an idiot. So I know now has a fake account as well. Or she's emailing me with, the man who she was asking about with his girlfriend's account or something. I couldn't figure it out. I'm just like, why do you have 3 people? I'm like, you're blocked. Don't send me any money. I don't want it. Return. Goodbye. I don't deal with people like you. Like, I'm just like, but I have had a lot of karmic energies email me and reaching out to me. And I actually pull cards for people. Sometimes before I even respond to them, I pull a card. And I'll tell them when I tell them not to call me anymore. I pulled your card. I saw your energy. Don't message me anymore. So that's why, like, I've been getting a little more pickier. But most people, like majority, 95% of the people that have been asking me for readings, you're getting them, and they're great. They're going great. And I'm trying to help you the best I can. I am still running my karmic reading special just because I've had so many people reaching out for it. And I never really put a stop date on the video. So I think that video had over 8,000 people view it. So there's still people that listen to the end, which is when I would always give my specials now. I don't give them in the beginning anymore if I have a special, because people listen and then they don't really care about the video at all. They probably don't even like or follow me. So I save those type of special messages for the end. And yeah, so I am still running that special for anyone that's interested in that. And then all my other readings are on there. And if it's a live reading, it's either half an hour or an hour. All my other readings are recorded and I send them to you. And also one really important thing is, even though sometimes I keep them up for months, I'm only guaranteeing 2 weeks. It's just sometimes like I don't delete for so long, but eventually it will get deleted, right? I mean, I deleted 500 videos recently. So, and those weren't even the private ones. So sometimes I just go through a phase where I delete a lot. I'm going to pull a few more cards for the collective energy. Just trying to think of which deck I'm going to use. I'm not going to use this deck. I'm going to use, and I took down my monthlies because, to be honest, I have to figure out if I'm even going to do monthlies anymore. I really don't have a huge audience for it. So it takes a lot of time. And I don't know, for me, like, as much as I love the readings, I'd rather do collective readings than monthlies that get 100 views when I can do collective reading and reach a whole bunch more people. And so I'm just deciding how I do that. I think if I do monthlies, I'm going to do them in the groups of elements. You know, I just got to face it. I'm not the reader that people are coming to for their monthlies. So I'm not going to, you know, I like to put my energy where it's best used. I'm going to use this deck. It's a gift deck, I forget. And we're going to also pull at the end some angel answers. So you can have your question ready and maybe your question will be answered. Yeah, stay positive, right? No, I'm not pulling cards for anyone specific. I'm pulling it for us all to see what's coming up. And I really want to see, well, first we'll pull like what the week ahead is going to look like. And I like these cards a lot. Beautiful tarot or something like that, because they have words as well, right? And numbers. So one card for the energy up ahead for the week. I feel like it's going to be, for you specifically, an energetic week. I don't know if it means that the masculine will be coming in or what, but I do feel like there's going to be some interesting energy. The Moon card is what we start with, and Lovers at the bottom. Really interesting. You know, when I look at this card, is a different message than normal for the Moon card. And what I feel like, things are going to be coming up. And maybe that's why it's going to be energetic. Maybe it's going to be energetically emotional in a sense. I don't think it's, there's things some people still have to release, because this Lovers card is about ultimatum. This Lovers card, we have this woman dog. She's half woman, half dog. So this is, you know, a devil energy, fornicating with this man, or trying to, because at this point, he's almost looking like, what am I doing? And she's even looking like it's not healthy. It's a very unhealthy situation here. And then we have like literally a divine feminine. And the word here is ultimatum. So it's like she's saying, like, you're going to stay there or you're going to come to me properly. And it's almost like, for a lot of the feminists, this is kind of what the energy is, right? Like, this man went with a stranger almost, you know, and this is what he got, a devil. Not trying to be, you know, but it's true. But look at this person here. I feel like this is the queen here, or this is the like divine feminine here. And she knows everything that's happening. But her actual divine self is saying, like, you're either going to stay there and be like this, or you're going to come to me properly. And this may be what's coming up this week with the concealment, with the energies of the moon. It is the full moon week here. Wow, really interesting. So this may be something that you're going to have to face, plain and simple, and don't run from it. You know, sorry. And at the bottom, just noticing we have the Magician. Don't run from it. You have the power here. Not only do you have the power to direct this in a certain direction, but there's something here about like really claiming your power, really standing up for what you believe, like with the arm up type of an energy. And it's like, come to me correct is what I keep on hearing. Come to me correct. And you know what? This person is going to get your message. 8 of Wands. We have the King of Swords here. But what I love about this King of Swords is that he's carrying a water jug. He's not carrying a sword. And this is about logic. This is about an energy of someone who has to start thinking. And remember, I said that with the Power card. It is about the heart as well, but there's something to do with actual wisdom and actually thinking about what you're going to do here. Is this satisfying? Probably not. This woman is, there must be a word for that. I have no idea what it is. It's 1000% not in my vocabulary. But I'm sure there's some sort of a word for that dog woman energy. So this is something that's coming up in the week. And, you know, there is an energy here of going forward with the heart. I'm also picking up creativity. I don't know why. I don't know if maybe you have to kind of even get yourself out of that energy, because where energy flows, energy goes, or goes, flows type of a thing. And maybe get yourself like, she's holding a bird. Interesting. It's like she's nursing a bird to health. And it's almost like you're nursing yourself back to health so you can fly, so you can be free from this energy. You don't need this. And I'm not saying like walk away from your masculine, but don't. You're telling him straight up, if this is what you're doing, I don't even want to know about it. Like, she's even covering her eyes. She knows everything though. It's like she sees everything. So you may be having dreams as well about this. Some of you, I don't know, leave a message. Maybe this did happen to you this weekend. Maybe you have picked up this energy this weekend. One thing I'll tell you is that you have definitely gotten to a new level. Whoever this message is for, with that divine energy, you've gotten to a new level where you don't even want to see it. Like, it doesn't even bother you anymore in a sense. You're not going to look at it though, but you're just like, you know, I think I told someone this when I did a recorded reading, or maybe it was a live reading. I don't know. And the card came out and the lady had symbols written on her hand. And I was like, that's actually a really good idea. For example, stay away. And if there's a symbol for it, put the symbol on your hand. And I don't know magic and I don't know anything, but it really touched me. And it's like, and I told her, I'm like, maybe you should do that. And every time an energy comes to you, just put your hand up and you'll have your little symbol written there, whatever it may be. Mine would be like, stay away. You know what I mean? Maybe if you're more like this and it could be come to me or something like that. But I feel like this woman's literally using her internal power and she has her hands over her heart here. So even though you're looking at all of this and you're seeing all of this, whether it be 5-dimensionally in your dreams, psychically, psychic visions, whatever, maybe even gossip, you're hearing about it, you're still looking at it with compassion and you're just like, do whatever you're doing. I'm not a part of it. I'm not even looking at it. I don't even care. Gosh, that's crazy. And, you know, this person will get the message loud and clear. Loud and clear, they'll get the message. So, I guess tell us. I mean, I don't want to ask about it anymore, really. I think we kind of know what's happened here. This weekend has been a weekend where someone has gone and had sex with someone else. Plain and simple. And this is for some of you. It's not for all of us because, like, we're not all in the exact same situation, even though we're in this similar energy. Even people that aren't in divine relationships are picking up on the same energy as I'm picking up on. And I think it's really because the other person, like the masculine or whoever it is that went and did this, they're so tired of being alone. And they're so tired of thinking about you every day, every night. They have shit to do. They have shit to take care of. They're going through dark night of the soul. They're going through business issues. They're going through health issues, but still they're thinking of you. And so this is why they've gone and strayed. And it really did backfire in a way that benefits you because look at it. Like he went and strayed. He found out this is what he's doing. You know, maybe it's someone who's very sexually active. Maybe it's a one-night stand. Like this is a dog. It's like that animal instincts. I'm telling you guys that, you know, we have to, people are going to be coming into balance, specifically the masculines. They're specifically going to be balancing out this energy. And that's what I mean. I don't want to say get rid of the animal side of us because that can be beneficial in some ways. But no, not when you're just going out there and having sex. And I don't even think animals do that. I don't think they just have sex with everyone. But it's a very, maybe dogs do. Maybe dogs would have sex with other dogs like it's nothing. But I think a lot of them do it with the person they love or the animal they love. I don't know much about animals, to be honest with you. So I don't know that much now. When I try to talk about them, I realize. But so let's see. What's the next message? Because honestly, I'm even confused here with... I'm happy it does resonate though, right? So we have the Knight of Cups and we have the Nine of Swords. So what the energy here is about is having empathy. This is an energy of someone who's actually very immature in a sense because it's a knight. It's not a king yet. They take actions a lot of times. Let's just say the Knight of Wands. We might see that as someone coming in and out. But for me, this is someone that's sad, and especially with the anxiety. And this could be the reason, and they probably are wearing a mask, you know, and it's time for them to take it off. But this could be the reason this person just jumped into bed with someone. They just wanted to feel that connection with someone. For a moment, they wanted to just take off their mask, or they thought, but no, the mask is still there. They realize it's like they took it off for a second and then like right back on. They're like, no, this isn't what I thought it would be. So this person can really be dealing with emotional matters, having anxiety, and also matters of the heart. Sadness is what I pick up. This person is sad. No, I'm not picking up that for the divine feminines either. I'm picking that up for whoever. It could even be this woman, you know, or the other person. Maybe they're sad too, and that's why they connected with their energies, because they say we connect with people on the same energy as us, right? So it's very possible. Let's get a final message. Let's just get some advice here, and then I'll pull the question answers. Advice. Well, we have the Chariot card, and let's see what's at the bottom. Nine of Cups. So honestly, go for what makes you happy. It's also an energy of just not focusing. Like that's the truth. Do not focus on the hardships of this situation. Do not focus on the I want to say the sexual behavior, but like the dark sexual behaviors that are happening here. Do not focus on that. Instead, this woman has her cloak on her. It's like she's sitting on her cloak. It's a cloak of stars. Go for what makes you happy. Go for what your wishes are. Maybe go out and have a glass of vino. Satisfy yourself. It's honestly about satisfying yourself. This woman, she may look a little bit dewy-eyed, or like, I think it's just, she's enjoying life, to be honest. She's just like very calm energy. I'm not picking up so sad energy like here or even here, but I'm picking up a calm energy. And maybe to some people, this goes along with also being yourself. So you don't always have to smile. Go out and have a glass of wine. Doesn't mean life is perfect, but it means you're choosing to focus on something else. And I'm not saying have a glass of wine to escape. I'm saying because you actually may genuinely enjoy a glass of wine. And I even, I was supposed to go watch Game of Thrones. I am only on season 1. I stopped watching TV so long ago. And I was like, I'm going to bring my grape juice if I go. I'm not going to go. I'm going to stay in. But I'm like, I'm going to bring my grape juice because that's enjoyable to me. And I would be really happy sipping on my grape juice. I did have a glass of wine. Some of you, let me tell you, the other night I went out. I told you I was going out to the business party. So I dressed up and I dressed really nice. And I decided to do Uber pool, which I don't always do unless I'm going to work or whatever it may be. So I took Uber pool, I think because I was like dressed up and I wanted to chat to people or whatever. In my Uber pool, I ended up having the nicest lady at first. We dropped her off. Then we picked up this Portuguese guy, so talkative. And I was getting so frustrated with him, but I was still like, and he just kept on talking to me. So he was on the phone and my Uber driver said, what do you do? And I mentioned like the tarot. He's like, because you work at home. Because I said, I'm always at home, to the other lady. And I'm like, yeah, tarot. And he's like, what's your channel? So I showed him my channel and he commented on there after. But the funny thing is that, because I was in such a good energy, I've never had an Uber driver offer to open my door. Could I come out to open my door? Or he's like, I'll wait for you and I'll drop you off. And I'm like, no, I can just walk from here. He didn't care about the guy in the back. It was so cute. And he wasn't like some young Uber driver. He was older man, but like, and he's like, who's going to win the game? And I'm like, the Leafs. And he's like, you're a fortune teller. I'm gonna bet. And I don't know if the Leafs won. I think they did though. I just said like off the top of my head what I thought. I don't watch games, but it just goes to show like have some good energy and watch what happens. You'll be surprised. So ask a question and remember, just enjoy that. Go and have a glass of wine. And I had a glass of wine that night. This is the better part though. I had to get a gift for the person whose birthday it was. And I wanted to get them wine, but I don't know anything about wine. And I'm like, I want to get them a nice bottle of wine. And the Portuguese guy was a sommelier. So he was like, the liquor store that they dropped me off at, which was right around the corner from the restaurant, was the liquor store he worked at. And he recommended this wine. I don't know, but I went in there and bought it. And I was like, oh my gosh, what is the chances that, and he's like, it's not cheap. It was $24 and it's not cheap, I guess, for wine. But I was like, I wanted to get this person a good bottle of wine and $24 is cheaper than I thought it would be. So I was really happy about that. Okay. So just stay positive. It's not delusional to be positive. When you're happy and truly happy, that's not delusional at all. And I guarantee it will bring you more than focusing on the negative. But we all know negative is around. We're not silly. We know what's going on. We've gone through the hardship. Okay. So get your question ready. I'm going to pull an angel answer card and hopefully it can help you. Let me just see what's happening here. There we go. Okay. Oh. And even the way that came out, that's a definite yes, guys. So I hope that this answers your question. I'm going to pull for one more question. This probably really answered the majority of the questions. And I have a feeling that a lot of you asked, is this my twin flame or is this my soulmate? And I really have a feeling you said that. So you got your answer here. I didn't even ask a question. But the interesting thing is now we'll ask another totally different question. And oh, you asked that. Beautiful. Well, you got a yes. So keep that in mind. So now we can ask a totally different question that's not the top one on our mind. And let's see what the answer is for that. Oh, okay. Well, that wants to come out. Recovery. So for some of you, I have a feeling you may have asked, when will this happen? Or something like that along those terms, right? I'm just picking that up. I don't know why. You may have asked about health as well. But what I have a feeling is that someone has to go through some stuff, and it could be the dark night of the soul. It could be anything like that. But they have to recover before something to do with your question. I'm just picking up, you asked like almost like a when question now, because I think the first ones were like, is this type of a question? And now you had the, well, when or why or what's going on. Well, someone is going through some sort of a recovery right now. So that's the meditation. I don't know why I said that. That's maybe they have to meditate, or maybe you can meditate to connect and get more answers. But that's the answer there, recovery. And I think it makes perfect sense. So don't look at it like just so straight and narrow. But you know what the most beautiful thing is? There's two people in here. There's like a person and an angel has their back, which tells me if you're asking about someone else or asking even about yourself, just know that the angels are guiding the situation. There's an angel right behind here. So, I mean, first question was yes. And the second question, recovery. And I really feel like a lot of you asked, is this the one? And then why isn't he here then? Or why isn't she here then? Recovery. So it makes a lot of sense. And the best thing you can do is just get happy. I promise you, like I promise us all, as soon as we start going out and enjoying life is when things come in. So I don't know what season you're in. Right now we're in rainy season. I go out so much when it's raining anyways. I love the rain. That's my hair is like this. But the warmer weather's coming eventually. Spring is coming type of energy. The flowers are going to start blooming. Enjoy every second of it, right? I mean, that's all I can suggest. We don't know how long we're here for, and we don't know how long anyone's here for. So just get out there and enjoy it. Just do it. And I'm sorry, anyone that's going through really severe depression, you got to get away from your TV screen if that's the case. Or you go, like, at least go out in nature and bring your TV screen out there. Like, bring it on your phone. But at least do it out in nature. Meditate. You know, beautiful. But meditate and stuff like that. Like today I had to meditate. Today was a hard meditation for me because I clear stuff all the time and I'm really good. But today in meditation, I thought of some things I didn't want to really remember. But I'm like, you know what? And I almost didn't want to meditate. And I'm like, no, let's just do this. Let's just get this out of the way and just talk about how disappointed I am. Nothing to do with my masculine. Things that happened years ago. And I'm like, let's just talk about it. And I just said it out. I'm like, how disappointing was it that this happened? And like, you know, unbelievable. Why am I upset with myself? Well, because, you know, I didn't say what was on my mind. I didn't speak up. But then I forgive myself for that. But sometimes we just got to get down to the nitty gritty and face it and not run away from it. It's so easy to be distracted during a meditation because that's what they try to do. The energy tries to do that. Like, go do something else. Go eat or go like, I don't know, go shop or something like that. And really, you just need to sit there and argue with yourself for a second or argue with whoever's listening for a second in your, you know, your energy field and just say the truth. Like, why does it bug you? Why are you hurt right now? Why are you thinking about that? Why is it coming up? If it's coming up in meditation, there's a reason. So don't run from it. Literally listen to it, right? And where's my beautiful stone? Here it is. Remember, I said this in the video I just erased. Sorry, guys, but I got the copyright infringements, and I'm not doing that. I don't want to lose my account, right? I don't know if you do lose your account. I don't know much about that because I never get it. But this stone, a gift from my mom, I even tried to clean it again before I came on here, but it's not dirty. All of these little brown speckles are mica or copper. Like, they're actually sparkles. Like, of all different shades. It's not dirt. Even like this one, like I tried to get off, it's not dirt. It's part of the stone. So no, you're not dirty and you're not messed up and you're not imperfect in a bad way. Just like this stone. I sit here and I love this stone. I'm sleeping with my stones next to me and I love them so much. And you know, maybe if this was a human, this human might think like, oh, I'm too fat or oh, I'm too ugly or I'm not perfect. And no, you are. So just keep it that way. Just keep your mind like that. And you do have to have confidence. And I know that because the two women I spoke to this weekend whose boyfriends, and I don't believe that they're twins. either of them, but whatever. It's lessons they still have to learn. And I mentioned that, but we don't talk tarot, me and these people. These are friends. They just talk to me because probably no one else wants to hear what they have to say over and over again. They're both of their guys like went with someone this weekend, like done with them. And I'm hoping they are done with them too, type of thing. But they said, like, both of them said they were in their house for the last couple of days. You know, they're not doing anything. And understandably, take some time to yourself if you're going through that. But don't lose your confidence. There's nothing wrong with you. Actually, if someone goes and does something like that to you, and especially if you already know deep in your heart they're not the right one, they did you a favor. Like, thank you for doing that right now. Thank you for acting like that right now. So I can go and move forward instead of sitting here having compassion for you. I can go and focus on myself. Thank you. So I tried to give them that advice, but sometimes they don't want to hear. People don't, you know, when someone's hurt, it's not always the best time to give them the real deal advice. So I tell them, I'm sorry. Like, I know this must be hard, right? But I also tell them, like, this is probably a lesson. But I don't get down, like, say thank you. I tell them to F off. But, you know, for me, this is the thing. If you're in a new relationship, like, these two were dating this person, right? If you're dating someone and you're actually with someone and then you split up because you have an argument and they right away go on a date the same 24 hours, like, you know, they block you, go on a date in the same 24 hours and videotape it for social media, I don't believe that that is the one. I think our situations are a lot different where, you know, we're probably in separation from our masculines. A lot of us, we've had the arguments. I don't believe that they went and dated someone the next day. That's for sure, because they were probably too hurt. Could you do that? No. But right now, what I'm talking about earlier in this video is people that have had enough of being alone so much that they're going out looking for someone to go hang out with because they can't get you off of their mind. So I don't believe that I'm talking to someone who just broke up with their masculine and he's going and dating someone the next day. Those are just examples that I had from this weekend. And I don't believe anyone that would do that is really, I think it's that those are lessons more than anything. I don't think you do that. When you care about someone, you don't just go date someone the next day. You're pretty stressed out and you're like, damn, like, I don't know what the heck's going on, but I'm not in the mood to date. That's for sure. So I can't really explain those things to them, but, you know, watching with your, hi, Norna. Hi, everyone. I wasn't really looking over there. So I hope everyone enjoyed the pick a deck and the message. That moon message was pretty deep, I think, personally, with the Lover's card, the ultimatum. And it's just like, it's okay. You're not entertaining it. You're not entertaining it. I don't feel like that's the best way to put it. You're not even going to get into it. If this is what's going on, if that's what your masculine's doing, you may not even pay attention to it because you already know what's going on. You already know the person that this person is sleeping with has that energy of the dog. And I love dogs, don't get me wrong, but it's true. They'll hump anyone's leg. So you're just like, I'm really going to put some symbols on I think I'm going to do it tonight. If I have any energy come my way, I'm just going to be like, stay away. Stay away. I don't know if there's a symbol for that, for stay away, but I feel like that's something I really want to do. I wish I had the card to show you guys. I don't even remember. I think it's something about taking your power back or something, or maybe the Alchemist. It might be the Alchemist card. It's in the shadow deck. But I had pulled it for someone recently during a reading, and I told her to do that. And I don't know about that, but I'm like, that looks like something that could actually work. Just putting symbols, like, you know, just like whenever an energy's bugging you, just like waving your hand at it, like goodbye, goodbye. I don't know. Energy girl is bringing attack in the medium. Yeah, stay away. And I hear like a lot of people talking about being attacked in energy. Honestly, I don't ever pay attention to it. Like that, I don't know black magic. The magic that I know is the power of me being like I don't really have to do things. Like if someone hurts me, I don't have to do anything and they will get hurt. It's happened. And I almost feel bad. And I try to I can't warn someone and say to someone, don't hurt me. You're going to get hurt. But it happens. And it happens in ways it's definitely nothing to do with me. But for example, the person, my false situation I had years ago when I first found out he was really lying to me about some stuff and we didn't talk for a long time, he had a really bad situation happen to him. And I knew it was about, I just knew, I don't know how to say it. And like, you know, it's also his own bad luck and stuff and his own bad energy. But so I don't know magic like that. I don't know what to do. Know that you are protected and your guides will take care of everything for you. And when I hear or feel like people maybe did something, like maybe someone tried to make me sick. Well, first of all, if someone is trying to make me sick to make me stop talking, I love my raspy voice. I'm loving it. So lately, but I know my body's clearing a lot of crap because I'm trying to somewhat detox, but it's, to be honest, I'm going back and forth with fruits and pasta. So I don't know if it's working, but I mean, a simple pasta, just noodles. But I'm like, I wonder if someone's trying to mess with my throat chakra. I'm like, I don't care. I love my new voice. So cool. I got it. I love it. Enjoy it. And yeah, so for anyone, because Texas, you just reminded me, someone messaged me from Texas to book a reading. I can book readings with you all around the world. We use Skype or iPhone or even Zoom. We can talk over. I can send you the link for Zoom. And we match our time zones. Like I'll stay up late, but we just have to figure out what days and stuff like that. Otherwise, you know, that's not a problem. So don't worry about that. And live readings are half an hour or an hour. And we can do anything in that time. So you don't have to book like a specific type of reading and want it to be live, because it's not. It's a half an hour or an hour. And then tell me whatever you want to do, we do. So that's the way that works. The owl stone. What is the owl stone? Is that what this is? I have such weird things going on with owls lately. I don't know. I've been looking into it. And then, what's an owl stone? I'm so interested. I have something going on with owls. And so I don't know exactly what it was. But when I really thought about it, I talk about owls on here quite often. I feel a connection to them. But, you know, what the interesting thing is, I'm terrified of them. And I realized that recently. This all came out in March. Someone brought some stuff up to me and I'm like, oh, like, and I went out looking for owls because I wanted to get over my fear and I never see them. And the truth is, I don't actually think I've ever saw an owl in person. But someone mentioned to me that I've had a past life, like with an issue with an owl. So, you know, it's really weird because someone like said, go look up owls. And I looked up owls and I saved some pictures and they're all pictures of owls being hidden. So like they're in a pipe, they're in a tree, they're camouflaged. And then my friend, she said to me, she's a very spiritual lady. She said, don't you notice like your pictures all have a theme, very scary energy. And I'm like, yeah. And there's something up with that. I'm always afraid. Like, I don't know, something about it. Like, I know that they're very wise. I know this year has something to do with owls because that's a message I got. But I don't know. I don't even know what the owl stone is. Yeah. Like, I know that they're very special, but I also know that I have a bit of a fear of them. So I don't know. Is this an owl stone? I don't know. Gosh. Anyhow, yeah, I've been really trying. And the funny thing is, the more I'm looking into it, people are commenting to me about owls. And someone sent me a video of Lilith. So I didn't know much about Lilith. And, you know, I don't care if someone says she's bad or this and that. The interesting thing is, when I saw the video, I resonated with that energy. I was just like, Lilith sounds very like familiar to me. And I know to some people she's a darker energy, and to some people well, there you go. I'm a Gemini, so I get both. I'm Gemini sun and moon. So no matter what way you look at it, I'm Gemini. So I have both of those sides to me, but Lilith had the feet of owls or birds or whatever you want to call it. And she had two owls beside her. And when my friend had messaged me and she messaged me a clip of the video and said, are you afraid of aliens? And I hadn't watched the video clip yet, but I responded to her and I'm like, I'm not afraid of aliens, but I'm afraid of owls. And the clip she sent me had two owls on the side of Lilith. And like, I watched the whole documentary, very interesting. So I don't know, but one thing I'm not looking down on Lilith. I really feel a connection to Lilith. I don't know much about her, and I know that some people said that she is a dark energy. I don't pick that up, to be honest with you. So I pick up an energy of a goddess, but I don't know much about her either. I'm learning. I'm like, oh my God, I'm going to be learning for the next 40 years. Like, I'm going to have to be real old, and then I'm going to become real wise all of a sudden, like way wiser than I am. And that's that. So I'm going to end this. I'll show you guys a picture, one of my baby pictures I put here. That's me in a happy time with a dog, and it makes me want to get a dog, but like, it's so weird because dogs can be good, as I said. I do get that energy where I love dogs as well. They're just the cutest little things, but they'll hump anything. That's the truth. They will hump anything. And, you know, put your doggy pictures up or put your baby pictures up and embrace them. And just remember and look at yourself like perfect, right? I was just like a happy girl holding a little puppy there. And I know I love dogs too, but I'm just talking about this or that card that I had. And if you didn't see the video, watch from the beginning with the Lovers card. And one of the women there is half dog. So there's 3 people in that card. Well, there's actually, and the energy, the overall energy of you using your intuition and your psychic ability. You're probably having dreams and learning about all this stuff. But yeah, put your baby pictures up and look at them, because it's a way to remind yourself, like, you didn't make any mistakes, you know. It just was a part of your life. Everything was a part of your life. And you were, you know, especially people beat up themselves for things that happen when they're younger. And how are you supposed to, you're like in this world, how are you supposed to know, like, if you did something wrong or if someone did something wrong to you? You know, you weren't really, I don't know how to explain it, but you know what I'm talking about. Can't beat yourself up for things of the past, especially when you were a child. Okay. So everyone, just enjoy the night or the day, whatever it may be. It's raining over here, and I think it goes really well along with the message I woke up to this morning, this person dancing with a stranger. Look what you made me do. It's just so interesting that that's the word that kept on running in my head. And I knew what song it was from. I'm like, look what I made. Who do? Like, what the heck? But it's that they think about you so much. They look what you made me do. I made such a big mistake. Now I went out and like hung out with this person, wasted my time, wasted my weekend. Like, you know, I'm picking up a lot of messages here right now. I'm not going to say them all because they're just like dirty, but just wasted my time here with some girl or some guy just to get you off of my mind. And all it did was make me think of you more. That's exactly what, because it's, of course, and because they were literally doing it because you were on their mind so much. You can run. And this is a message I was trying to tell my friends that, you know, messaged me this weekend about their issues. It's interesting because they have a reoccurring issue. And so I said, maybe this is something you have to look into. Maybe it's a lesson. Because why do people leave you and then right away go on a date with someone and post it on social media? You know, both of them had this issue previously. And I'm like, maybe there's a message here, you know? But there's a lot of messages coming in my head right now. So I have to stop because I'm getting all confused now with that. But yeah, so anyhow, point being, the masculine or the feminine, whoever went out and did this weekend, you know, there's a huge group of people that this happened to this weekend specifically. They're feeling remorseful about it. And now it's raining here, like real heavy raining. And I feel that goes along with it. Like they're just feeling like shit. Some people are feeling like shit right now. I'm feeling a little like downish, but I'm not feeling like shit. I'm not feeling sad. I didn't do anything bad this weekend. I don't do anything bad. Like, you know, the worst thing I did was give that guy my business card, and now he's calling me, and he's about to get the Gemini of me. I will tell him, no, this isn't, you know, I can see right through you, but I won't say it like that. But I'll just tell him like, nah, forget it. I'm busy all the time, which I am. I'm busy all the time. So if he thinks I was going to meet with him on a Saturday night, he's out of his freaking mind. I don't even know him. No one talks business on a Saturday night. Okay. I'm saying the same thing in different words. Yeah, that's a common thing I do. Sometimes, and you know, and sometimes people think like they caught me, and I'm like, no, you didn't catch me in anything. Like I may have said something the exact same, but just use different words and whatever. And sometimes my mind changes too about things, and I'm not embarrassed about it. But okay, guys. So thank you so much. I'm just looking at the comments here. And 10:10 where you are. Let's see what time it is where I am. It's 10:11 where I am. So that's good. You know what else I saw over this weekend? Non-stop twos. So I like from 4 twos to 3 twos. Everywhere all day over the weekend. And I was like, what is it? So I looked it up and it said that my angels are trying to tell me a message. This is actually how I first started communicating with my angels. There was twos everywhere. I thought I was haunted. I'd lock myself in my bedroom. Then Mother's Day on a Sunday night, they contacted me and they said they were all around me. So I'm just feeling good about that in a sense, but twos everywhere. Okay, guys? Anyhow, bye for now.